Okay, these are your instructions for the week of October 19th. That's week 9 of the semester. There is one assignment this week. That is the Chapter 11 quiz. Originally, Exam 2 was scheduled for this week, but we're not going to get there in time. So that's going to be moved back to next week, to the week of October 26th. Now, October 26th, you'll have the Monday through Thursday regular week. You'll have the Chapter 12 quiz and Exam 2, both, and with a deadline the following Sunday, which would be November 1st, and this was already there. There's the first of two assignments that directly have to do with the paper you're going to write. You're going to be writing a paper. Everybody has the same topic. That's going to be the presidential election of 1828. Now, I hope they didn't mean to say 1824, because I think that's way more interesting, but it's 1828. Now, there's several things here. The what's going to be due, not this coming week, but next week, will be the thesis statement and the outline of the paper. It's not a big bulky thing. Probably get it in page and a half. What you're going to do when you get ready to work on it, and I advise you to leave yourself some time to think about it. You're going to look at the sources, which will be the same ones you saw when you took the sources quiz. Look them over, read through them, and decide what arguments you're going to make, what serious thing you're going to say or comment you're going to say. An extended one, not just a sentence in the paper. That's going to be your thesis statement, where you boil it down to one sentence. Okay, that states your thesis, your argument. Now, what you're going to do in the paper is develop that. Okay, if it's starting to sound like college, well, yeah. So this is the thesis statement followed by the outline of the paper. And hopefully by now you've had enough qualified English teachers who paid attention. You know what an outline looks like. It's the skeleton. And there's a certain format that it has to be an outline. You have to have at least two major headings denominated by Roman numerals. Roman numeral 1, Roman numeral 2. They have to be kind of on the same level. You can have 3 or 4, whatever. Now, that's a major heading. Under the major headings, those are going to be capital letters. So Roman numeral 1, capital letter A, capital letter B, and so on. If you have stuff underneath that, Roman numeral, capital letter, Roman numeral. I mean Arabic numeral, like just a number, 1, 2, 19, whatever. Those are Arabic numerals. And then if it goes to another level after that, which is unlikely, those would be lowercase letters. And then after that, let's not worry about it, but it would be Roman numerals in lowercase. So brush up on that. If we've got anything that I can post to help you with that, and I believe it's supposed to be an MLA, that's going to be one assignment due on November 1st. That's 2 more weeks. So this week, the Chapter 11 quiz. Next week, Chapter 12 and Exam 2 by Thursday night. And then by Sunday night, the thesis statement and the outline. Things are getting serious. At present time, you've taken 10 chapter quizzes out of 17. In another week, when you get through with this week's assignment, it will be 11 down and 6 to go. So we've turned the corner. Okay, now, more next week about the exam, but you can find yourself sort of painted into a corner on getting ready for an exam. This is the Revolutionary Era. There's a lot of stuff there. And it's over. Remember, the exam, which will be not this coming week, but the one after that. It is not too soon to start serious preparation. Read the chapters. There's the long-term background, the background of the Revolution. There's the Revolutionary War. There's the Articles of Confederation period. There's the Constitutional Convention. Okay? Now, what I posted as videos goes through basically the comparison of the two sides, and that's that ends up being fairly comprehensive. I'm thinking about generating a somewhat longer one and see if the college will let me put it on the college YouTube site so that I can post it for you and it won't be broken up into 15-minute segments. It would be it could be an hour or so. It'd be serious, but it would be a quick overview of the military aspects of the Revolutionary War. Probably following the same outline that I used last February in our interdisciplinary conference when I presented on what I called a rapid romp through the Revolutionary War. Last week I also posted for you 2 classroom-style lectures that I did, one in February of this year, one in February of the previous year, on the Declaration of Independence. One of them was basically the background of it and some of the stuff about it. I didn't really get to the Declaration itself, so the one I did more recently, Declaration of Independence Part 2, Unpacking the Declaration. Seriously need to watch those. Watch all the videos. So you read the supplement chapters, watch the appropriate videos. They go together. If you've already read the chapters, that what I tell you in the lecture videos will sound familiar. If you watch the videos first, what you read in the chapters will sound familiar. And getting it from both directions, I think, greatly increases your the odds that you're going to retain and come out of this conversant. Okay. I also post other videos. I couldn't find very many really for Revolutionary period. Thought I could find more. But the ones that for this week have to do with the Articles of Confederation, Constitutional Convention, that sort of thing. Now, in the lecture videos, for the time being, I'm going to move on to the Articles of Confederation, which was our first constitution that we ditched after less than a decade. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. There's some basic things about it that I want you to know. And I'll hit those, and I'm hoping to get that done in one lecture video. I would say no more than 2. And then the Constitutional Convention will take a bit longer than that because that's very, very important. And that will do it for the unit. Now, that leaves some things covered in the supplement chapters about the Revolutionary War that I probably won't get to. The rapid romp, if I get to do that, if I can work in the time for it, that will see what I'm doing with that would be a narrative rather than topical stuff that I go into for a while. So, and that will lead to exam 2, which will not be this coming week as originally scheduled. It will be next week, the week of October 26, 27, 28, and 29. Okay. Sometimes to break the monotony, maybe about one video that's not really course related, it's just there to lighten things up. The one I put this time, headed by timeout, that means this is just to lighten it up a little bit. It's a commercial that aired in 1967. It's 1 minute long. It dates from just about the beginning of the time when advertisers woke up to the fact that commercials would be more effective if they were a little bit entertaining. So I remember when this one aired. So anyway, there you go for this week. And if I can think of anything else later, I'll add to this. Good luck. In the words of an old cigar commercial from long ago, light up a Lavera and be glad you're a Texan.